doing great. We are getting ready for Madden action here. Make sure my mic's muted. Um, let's see. Get our Tickfinity timer going. Come and DoorDash with you, dude. You should do an IRL DoorDash stream. Although I don't want you to get in trouble with any laws there in your home state, but I think that would be super interesting. The IRL interacting with the customers and the restaurants and what have you. D1 Bears and I Like Girls. How are you guys? Big return for Hester. Yeah, get a holder, set the IRL. I could see those starting to take off for you as a streamer. Like, who knows if they would do good or not, but sometimes that real life content seems to do better these days. Would need another phone too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you need your main phone for the dashing, right? Girls, I'm doing good. Yeah, how about yourself? How's the new year treating you so far? There's not much football today, right? Is there some small bowl games or anything? Like we had everything yesterday. Today feels like a holiday in some ways with it lining on a Friday, and then we got the weekend coming up here after the new year got rang in, but today's just another day. Start the GoFundMe. And we got a broken tackle to get us to 4th and 1. I'm gonna hit no huddle. Let's see if we can block this up well enough. Get somebody open or scramble for it. And Jimmy can't hang on, dang it. His man coverage was in pretty good shape. So let's see if we can bounce back. DoorDashing and stream would be lit. All you need is one person talking to him. That'd be enough. Yeah, I mean, I think there's some streamers that got in trouble streaming while they're driving, but if you're just like not reading chat, read chat when you're at stops and stuff, I think you'd be fine. I've done one or two streams that way with I grabbed a tripod, put it on the floorboard of the driver's side, and yeah, just chatted when I could. Went to like a secondhand store, which was kind of cool. Oh yeah, text to speech would be a good idea. I've gone to Burger King before on stream. It's been a long time since I've done this. Gone just like to the store, grocery store, walked around, did that type of thing. Oh, Holy's turning orange in here. Orange for the Orioles, I'm assuming. How are you, Holy? Okay, streaking on me. Still morning here. It's 9:17 for me. Just kind of getting going. But yeah, how's your day been so far, Holy? And we got a follower. It's Bear Fan for Life Max 2. Bear Fan, how are you? Orange is Holy's color. Holy, have you ever done an IRL stream? I'm talking to Solophil about maybe doing some IRL door dashing and things. Because he does some door dashing. Still sick, working on it. You know the thing that's annoying about being sick? I mean, you're living it right now, so you do know, but the recommendation, and there's probably very valid reasons for it, is to stay hydrated, right? And my throat will get sore, and it's like the last thing I want to do is be trying to chug 40 ounces of water when I'm feeling sick. You did do an IRL in your backyard. Yeah, IRL is pretty fun. There's an app called Prism Live app that works with the platform I'm chatting with you guys on, and that Prism app works pretty well for that, as opposed to their built-in app. I think Prism offers a little bit more robust features for IRL streams. Well, we're stuck. I guess this guy either wants me to quit or he really needed to pause, but yeah, I'm gonna stay in the battle here. It's just one touchdown. If I get down like 3 touchdowns, all right, then we call it. It's supposed to be the re-rolls on the stockings and stuff today. Not sure how much I'll dive into those, but probably give it a shot. Actually, what I'm thinking is you can't probably re-roll now. It's probably just going to take you right to the pack because the packs are already opened and melted. But I'll probably take my shot on a limited or two. Danielle Freak just shared the stream on TikTok. Hope you guys on TikTok will also do the same. Sharing is free. And we're going to fumble, so we're sharing the football. That was great. timing, but yeah, not what we intended to do. Boski, it's going good. How are you, Boski? You taking a 4-day weekend, Boski, or are you busy with the farm and real estate today? It's weird that it feels to me it feels like it's still a holiday or a weekend day, but it's really just a normal weekday. Got the weekend tomorrow, NFL tomorrow, a couple Saturday games. Taking a break for sure. This guy's got Williams, and he's been pretty good in his pass attack so far. He's got good blocks there for Jacobs. Hendricks got stuck, and yeah, this game's getting ugly. But let's see if we can rally back. I had the ball first, so I'm not gonna have a shot to book in touchdowns, going into the half or anything. Got Dan Marino at kicker, booting it away. Just kind of not sprinting, hoping the blocks would set up for me. To have conservative carrier on because you got less, like less control over your players with the juke stick and all that when conservatives on. But can't be giving the ball away like we just did. Try to throw that to Rice. And game's getting worse here. Try no huddle, see if we can get back into it. I'm going to keep Walker in the block. Incomplete. Looking for Rice. Although that was probably going to be bad news had I got that one out. He's running double mug blitz a lot. Legit lids by Bando Streamer. What makes your lids legit, buddy? I see you scrolling in here. All right, we get Kenneth Walker open on the seam. That brings us back into the ball game. Coverage broke down there, and Walker got free. Needed it. Question of the day is: do you prefer watching a television broadcast or being live at the game? I like to go to the games a lot. I probably have a better immersion experience at home though, because you can keep up with everything going on and sideline reports and all that stuff. Good question. You're partnered with New Era. You make World Series and Super Bowl snapback custom lids. Those are legit lids. If you don't mind me asking, how does one get partnered with New Era? Did you just like go to their contact me page one day and get in with them, or did you already have a large social media following? With hat creation. Because streamers, I mean, we're always looking to get in front of a different sponsor and things like that. I can't say that I've ever tried with New Era. I know I've reached out to Adidas and some of those companies over the years. Gotta find a way to slow this guy down. Holy 5 hole, he's on a 3 stream watch streak. Trying to help Holy feel better. He's dealing with some type of illness. Cam Newton can't make the tackle. Gary Payton user, welcome in, guys. Went to Seahawks versus Cardinals game. Met 2 guys. And the 2 guys you met, they liked your energy and you got an offer through them. I was trying to reach out and keep up with the defense here, so let me be sure I looked at that right. They offered you a spot on the team, giving you the position to make your own style of hats with their material. That's awesome, legit lids. Hope you're enjoying it and you stick with it. Mark F448. Thanks for following, Mark. Mark, who's on your profile picture? We could just get a defensive stop, right? Be right back in this game. It's Ohio State. I thought it was Ohio State's head coach, but I wasn't sure. What does Ohio State need to do, in your opinion, Mark, to win the Natty next year, or at least get to the championship game? I was kind of surprised that Miami got him, but Miami's good, and of course Beck has played some big games too. Let's see, so far loving it. You've worn hats your whole life since '96. Saw Jordan go crazy. Was not a good formation or a good play. Right. Mark's a man of few words. He just says Buckeyes need to get that defense together. Probably true. We shall be back, says Boski. You knew you wanted to be a hat seller. That's cool, man. That you had a passion for hats from from your youth. You were enjoying looking at the hats and thinking up designs. I hope Seattle gets it done. I don't know what's going to happen with the game, honestly. I think Seattle's a better team, but it's in San Francisco, and San Francisco just kind of duct tape and fairy dust or whatever it is with them. They keep finding a way to win games. Um, I really think Shanahan deserves Coach of the Year. He's done a good job with them considering all the injuries they have. Well, he finds Chad Johnson. He's had 3 drives and he's had 3 touchdowns. I mean, you have a chance, but the chances are drastically different if you're the home team with the bye week versus being on the road as a wild card team. They showed it during the Carolina Seahawks game last week. Home teams get into the Super Bowl 50% of the time when they have that home bye week deal, the 1 seed, since they went to the 1 seed format. Wildcard teams get to the Super Bowl 3.3% of the time. So there's your difference, 47% equity to the Super Bowl, just based off of the formatting, which, anything can happen. But yeah, if they lose this game, it's going to be a lot harder path. Definitely my least favorite team. Yes, Sposki. Yeah, I don't like San Francisco because I live in Niner territory. Feel a ton of their fans just day to day. Yeah, the game's super important. I mean, this is essentially a playoff game that isn't a playoff game. It's not a win or go home scenario. Both teams are going to the playoffs, but yeah, if you lose this deal, good luck. Of course, your season's not over, but yeah, you dug yourself kind of a hole. We'll slide through with Tebow. See if we can get a touchdown, make it a game out of this. If you guys are on TikTok, please follow, share, and like. If you're watching on Red or Purple, thanks for being there. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. Diehard Seahawks fan, you're proud of the team. Also looking at the other side, can't be biased. Oh, I can definitely be biased. I can't stand the 49ers. I hope they go stink it up, but yeah, they've done well. I know what you mean. Leach Lynn's welcome in. But yeah, I'm not a fan or a believer in Brock Purdy at all. Doesn't mean he won't have a nice game, but I think he's very system and Shanahan made, having a lot of talent around him. Hey, this guy got the jump, he got the lead, and got the turnovers and all that stuff going for him. So I think we will call it good there. Trying to get the lights out of the gold color now that it's been gold for a minute. Oh, I would probably take Sam, but you know what? Neither one of those guys is super elite talents. I mean, they're not Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen's or Lamar Jackson's. Darnold's been pretty good in the last 2 systems he's been in, and he can make all the throws. But we see Darnold seemingly has trouble with his confidence at times. Right, throws an interception. You see his head down over there on the sidelines. Looked really bad in the Rams game, and then they were able to rally. Uh, you know, kind of got sparked up when Rashid Shaheed took it into the end zone. With Brock Purdy, I mean, he's turned it over a lot throughout his career, and I think he's also one of those guys that just plays hot in streaks instead of playing super consistently well. And when he first came into the league, he had nothing but all pros around him. I mean, I have my share of knowledge, but there's definitely people that know more about it than I do too, Bando. But I like talking sports with you guys when I do get on stream, and I would hope my stream is more sports talk and hanging out with Danielle Freak, which is my username, than worried about being the best gamer in the world because that's probably not going to happen with me being 45. Hey Q, thanks for following. How's your day going, Q? All right, we got Hester on the return. Leo's in the red chat. How are you, Leo? I'm slowing down. I'm trying to get that block. Yeah, maybe I should have sprinted through. I was afraid of the kicker popping out and getting me, and just kind of all got jammed up. Hey, Cheetah, I'm doing good. How are you feeling about Ravens and Steelers incoming? My lights are acting kind of silly here. Usually I can control the fault color they're in, and they're not wanting to do what I'm commanding them to do. So let me try turning them on and off. Sometimes that works. Yeah, it seemed like it got it back to purple. A little easier on my eyes for looking into them because I have lights in front of me as well. And I forget if you guys are hosting or if Pittsburgh's hosting. You're on the fence about Sunday. Think it's a franchise you need to move on from Harbaugh, but you want them to win. If Seahawks give you another Super Bowl in your life, will be complete so much more. I with a smile on your faces, Bandos. Yeah, we can't control what happens though, right? So I wouldn't try to base too much of my happiness based off of my sports teams. But when you're a big fan, I know there's an element of that where you get a bit of a boost on them when they are winning. I have my moments, Leo. I just lost the last game though. It's in Pittsburgh. Okay, so not traveling out, I don't think. Nats fans here. How are you, Nats fan? Ooh, I tried to backpedal to buy some time, but yeah, that defense is flying in. It's too bad for me. Didn't take that one to the house on the kickoff return because it was looking like it was going to block up the right way. Rice has it, gets us in field goal position. Tia says if we win on Sunday, then I'll be at least one more game. Nats fans off today. Took the liberty of using your PTO to have a long weekend. Yeah, I've been talking about that today. It kind of feels like a holiday, but it's not a holiday today. Let that meter travel more than I wanted. I'll blame it on the lag. Like I know I'd let go before I went completely to the top, but should let go a little earlier. What can you do to prepare yourself not to have high anxiety? I think it's just priorities for fans, bandos. Like I don't know for sure for you, as to what induces anxiety and that sort of thing. Well, this guy's gonna spam it to Carmichael, so we better match it by height. It's just a matter of like how much do you care about it? I'd love to see Seattle go out and win and be the dominant team and go all the way and all this stuff, but sun's gonna come up regardless, and there's a lot more important things than sports too. And when you keep some perspective, then you don't get as attached to the results over something you can't control. It's not even like you're out there competing. It's not like it's a golf tournament that you're going to be playing in. This is a bunch of guys that you have no influence over. So yeah, I think all that stuff as you get older, a lot of times it can come into perspective for you. And maybe not for everybody though. Like there's a lot more important things in sports, right? Like some folks are literally living in war torn countries right now. Can't believe Ole Miss, Miami, Indiana are in the semis. Yeah, pretty interesting Final Four. Five coach. You worked 9 hours on Wednesday, so it evens out. Hey, what's up, Zeep? How are you, friend? I'm glad you got the long weekend. Nats fan. TikTok buddies, we need you guys following, sharing, and liking. We got to get to tapping and yapping over there. Bracket is perfect, says Nats fan. Cheetah's hoping Ole Miss wins without Kiffin, and LSU never sniffs the college football playoffs. Yeah, Kiffin just seems like a jerk. I don't know. It's amazing to me that the guy just gets opportunity after opportunity that people want to deal with him. Canna, welcome in. Thanks for following, Canna. 3 stream streak. You are streaking. What are you doing today? See, you had Miami versus Indiana as a championship. You might be right, Nats fan. Need 2 more outcomes to get that championship. Hawkadelics here. How are you, Hawk? Where's the lights? They already flashed. They flashed there behind me. You really going to tell me you didn't see the lights flash, Canna? Indiana is wildly good. Yeah, they're legit. Had Mays in decent position. I thought he was gonna pop that free, but didn't happen. Missed my field goal try. So down 8. Those of you that are playing Ultimate Team, are you going to use snow today to get into those stockings, or are you done with that? One of our regular guys made it sound like that's a bad use of snow now. I think because maybe you can't re-roll the gifts. And Rice gets that I can't get in turned up field. Playing Road to Glory for Nats fan. Packed cornerback Randy Moss yesterday, beginner pack. Like, oh, that's a good card. That Randy Moss seems like he has pretty good strength to him. I know at least once I got a hit stick, my opponent using the Moss, and I fumbled up. So it's like, all right, ready to be out of these silly season cards. But yeah, the Moss card's a legitimate great card to have. Did you sell him, or are you going to put him into your lineup? It's just one of those mornings here. I thought Rice would keep running through, and I was trying to lead him to the right away from Hendricks. I saw Hendricks there. He's big as a house, and quickly down here. Should have sold him last night when he was 475K. So the older two made it to about 11. I think the younger one fell asleep about 10. Yeah, looking like Sam Darnold. But that mesh route that I run a lot, it does have the option for the receivers to stop, which is kind of annoying. Uh, Boogeyman, welcome in. I like that bunch nasty formation, but yeah, I wish they just would follow through on their streaks. Made no sense for him to stop right there. Yeah, let me just sit down behind this defender. So it's mesh flat spot that I'm running. Anyhow, let me take one more drive. I've moved the ball pretty well, but no points on the board and down 16. I watched the end of it. Yeah, that was kind of a crazy game. Watched a little bit of the first quarter, and then we ended up watching a movie together. I forgot what we watched. The kids and I did, and then yeah, I flipped it back over. Probably something we've seen before, but you know that's how it is with little guys. Sometimes they want to watch the same thing over and over. I was looking at ESPN. ESPN put Georgia up instead of Ole Miss up with that late field goal, and then I saw suddenly Ole Miss was leading the game with like a second left, and that's around the time that I flipped over. They kept constructing the podium to give them the awards and telling them to get off the field. It was kind of a mess there the way it ended, and I saw some people claiming that Georgia was getting a lot of love from the referees trying to keep them in the game. Yeah, that field goal from the kicker was super clutch, right? I think it's like 47. That's a big boom for a college kicker. Need the Panthers to win tomorrow, says Nats fan. Does it affect your guys' draft selection or something, Nats? Let's see. Boogeyman, who's your favorite NFL team? Thanks for jumping in on the follow. Let's see. Hunt, thanks for following. How's your day going? Oh, so he made it from even deeper. He's probably got the NFL scouts checking him out with that type of leg. And we'll take this away with Hendricks. So now we're back in the game if we can score again. You have a lot of buddies locally who are Panthers. You'd like to see them happy with the Panthers in the playoffs. Panthers win and they're in, right? Tampa wins. They need the Saints to win, I believe. Yeah, my day's going good, Hunt. Do you have a favorite NFL team or favorite athlete? Good to have you here in the stream. Let's see. CL, Texas, strong. How's it going, CL? I feel as if the league should have had the Tampa Carolina game and the Panthers Saints game occur simultaneously. Not that one team is going to tank or anything, you know, in the non playoff matchup, but it just seems like those should have been overlapping with one another to me. Okay, so Jimmy Graham gets free, and now we're back in the ball game. Have to say Steelers only because you've been a fan since you're little, plus it's your hometown. Hey, that's a great reason to say Steelers. Who's your favorite Steeler of all time? Schlo might be the guy in New Orleans. He's been balling. Falcons winning messed up that schedule though. Yep. Yeah, didn't they announce the schedule before the Monday night game? I feel like they announced it like Monday morning or something. They probably didn't imagine the Falcons were going to beat the Rams. Your Chick-fil-A points, you have enough points to get a drink and fries and sandwich for free. Hey, I love getting the freebies on the apps and stuff. I'm a little bit salty that Seattle and San Francisco isn't the Sunday night game, Cheetah. Let's see, Rams had a massive hangover for that game. Yep. I feel like the Rams may not get out of the first round. If they have to go play Philly, I don't like their chances too much. And you were hoping for Saturday night. Goodell should have called us and seen what we wanted to do. This kid Bray coming in with a fall. Thanks, Bray. Lights are flashing, timer's going up. Bray, tell us about yourself. Who do you consider the greatest golfer of all time, Bray? Tiger Woods just turned 50 the other day. Been on NBC last 3 weeks of the season. Yeah, I was hoping to get the pass breakup, but he hangs on to Waller. John Daly. John Daly is fun to watch. Tiger Woods and Bray wants to know if you can one on one. Sure, you can add me. It's Daniel Freak Loves Bacon Grease 69 is my PlayStation name. Or you can wait and stream snipe me when we get to our next game. Can I add me? I don't know what that means. Can you add yourself? Sure. Can you add me? Yeah, go ahead. Trying to make bacon grease popular in 2026. And we'll bring down his conversion attempt. Possibly. Let's see. Teed off a cheeseburger. How is he not the greatest? Don't worry. Just stream snipe me on the next game. It's kind of a long username. Don't want to keep repeating it. We don't want everybody to add a spray, just the followers. Yep, tell your mom. Warm up the bacon grease. Yeah, Nolan, I'm running Seahawks theme. Need some new Seahawks for the theme team soon. How fast can Tim Tebow run? Let's find out. Jimmy, how about throwing a block, bud? Yeah, Jimmy was just running for vanity. He didn't want to get in the mix. Thanks, Jimmy. I think there is one. There's an animated bacon grease emote with a little chef, and the chef is a pig. Somewhere in there. I don't think I have it programmed to my tablet though. I'm looking. I can't remember. But yeah, there's like 50 emotes. There's one there that's got like a little pig telling you to warm up the bacon grease. Can you join as a guest? No. We don't need any guests in here. This is a virtuoso performance, this kid Bray. Sorry. But we're glad that you're here and hanging out with us. Yeah, bacon always sounds good, right? At the house here, there's a bunch of idiots on New Year's Eve celebrations shooting the pew pews into the sky. You went on Thursday morning, no dents in your car. I hear a boatload of fireworks go off every year. I know some of those fireworks are not fireworks, unfortunately. Hey, what's happening, Unstoppable Gamer? Welcome to the stream. Bray, I don't think you have a belt big enough for this booty. But yeah, just hang on there, Bray. I always told people this was an unfriendly stream and I wasn't going to play friendlies, Bray. But the moderator in TikTok, his name's Tanner. When Tanner's around, he told me I need to just tell everybody yes from now on. So that Jim Carrey movie, Yes Man, that's me in 26. Just yes to everybody. You guys can all play. But you have to add Danielle Freaky Deaky 69 Bacon Grease Eater on Xbox, even though I'm playing on PlayStation. Or you can just wait and stream snipe. You live in the countryside of VA. Yeah, thankfully nobody had one come through your roof or something. Seems like every year there's some horror story about that. You know, a projectile reaches terminal velocity and something tragic happens. Not intentional, but yeah, still can be deadly. It's like he's looking to bomb it out there to Carmichael. A couple of you guys joined Underdog yesterday. I don't know if it was from the TikTok side or over on X or whatever. You never really know where people join, but if you're a fantasy player, please join Underdog. My creator code for Underdog is DYF, and if you put in my code, they'll give you all kinds of bonuses. 5 will get you 75 on Underdog. So if you're in a state that's eligible and you're so inclined, I'd love to have you join. Need to cut my hair, so I got the hat on today. I'm getting a little shaggy. And Carmichael slips in behind. I don't know how Carmichael's slipping behind cover 4. Game doesn't always make sense to me as to what it does. Did you see what card the Seahawks are getting today? No, I didn't see what's coming today. Bronzilla, what's happening? Fill me in. Phrasing. Tell me more, I should say. CJ, welcome in, CJ. How are you? Thanks for following. I think it's usually at 1:30 Eastern, so we're pretty close to the refresh. Oh man, I can't believe Hendricks didn't swat that. So that's a huge play right before the end of the half. Saw the big old paw going there swiping at it, and I thought that was great until Carmichael got it off the back shoulder. Bummer. It's been kind of a back and forth game. We're still in the fight here. This guy likes to go for 2 every play or every opportunity on the conversion. Let's see. Bray's back. Bray, I can't believe you left. We're getting an Ernest Jones card, but it's a stocking stuffer. Ooh, Ernest Jones should be pretty nice. I wonder if he'll play better than Cam at linebacker, or if maybe I'll use him as off-ball linebacker. Brock, welcome to the stream. Thanks for following, Brock. Brock, tell us about yourself. What's your favorite video game franchise of all time, Brock? So yeah, Unstoppable Gamer. Thanks for hanging out in the red chat. If you're in the red chat, we'd love you guys to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Yeah, Ernest Jones. He's usually really good if the ball comes his way. I thought that overtime interception that got overturned was going to do us in against the Rams too. And I mean, it in a way it did. It gave them a takeaway off the board, and then the Rams scored a touchdown. Thankfully, we got our conversion attempt and walked that thing off, but he was so close to getting Stafford on that play. I feel like Stafford's not playing with a lot of confidence despite being MVP candidate. Hey, we love to hear that, Henny. Henny, how was your New Year's Eve and New Year's Day celebrations, bud? I was in yesterday lurking with you and Shauno a long time on the co-cast. The stream together, I think is the right term. Used to be guest star. Now I think it's stream together. The CC, yes, it's a Seattle themed team. 60 Seahawks. Guess I got to get the Ernest Jones card when it comes out. MS, welcome in. How are you, MS? But yeah, my New Year's Eve and New Year's Day were really good. I did exactly what I told you guys. We watched the ball drop from New York. I did let the kids stay up. I told them they had to lay down though, so we all just kind of camped out in the living room. That way they could settle down a bit. Uh, there's one of the Apple TV things. It's like a New Year's Day Charlie Brown deal, so we watched that one to settle for a while, and we'll get an Adderley pick. So now we're cooking with bacon grease, guys. Let's see if we can go level this up. CC, he's also running Seattle theme team. Hey, CC, you should definitely follow the stream as a Seahawk fan. Lights flash, timer goes up. All kinds of good things happen when you guys follow. Plus, you can come in here and talk Seahawks every day with me, even in the off season when I'm playing MLB The Show. Now, Henny, are you in your 5 days off, or are they already done with? Because I know you said you had the long break, had to go back to work for a day or two, and then you were going to have another 5. It's crazy that the best theme team, K9, AJ Barner, are so insane. So is Jimmy Graham. Yeah, I don't have the Barner. I have the coins for the Barner. I just haven't broke down to buy them. I, I suppose we're going to get a lot of good stuff come playoff time. Probably going to get better stuff if we can beat the Niners though this Saturday. Football lover, and I love football and lacrosse. Welcome in, lacrosse buddy. What do you think about Pat Spencer? Apparently, Pat was an excellent lacrosse player. Oh no, it's all good, Henny. Um, Shoot, I'm trying to remember what I was asking you. Now I'm drawing a blank. All right, we'll get it to Jimmy. Jimmy's in his X Factor. Should be getting more run after the catch. Oh, yes, that's what it was. I started thinking about MLB The Show and I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, are you on your 5 days off? Because I know you had a long break, right? And then you were back to work for a few days, and then you were going to have 5. Are you in your 5 days off still? Oh, nice. The way Christmas and New Year's Day and Eve and everything lined up, it just feels like long holidays, long holiday weekends here of late. Last 2 weeks. I was looking at Chad Johnson for the longest time, then my eyes progressed over to Cooper Cup. I was going right to left, and then I saw Rice late, but wasn't able to get it to him. They're on that pass attempt. Not really sure what to run here. I should really have more mastery deeper in the playbook than I do. Probably going to burn a timeout. Yeah, let me burn a timeout. I think I'll run like a Texas play. Got jury duty on Monday. My wife just had jury duty end of December. Maybe it's like mid December. And I always tell her, push the jury duty back 3 months. But she didn't want to conflict with birthdays and stuff that are coming up here later. So she got dismissed. It was a murder trial. Her best friend from work also was called in for that particular summons, and she ended up serving on the jury. Her friend did. They ended up acquitting the guy. I guess they didn't have enough evidence to put him away. Her friend was texting her about what was going on and different stuff, and it's just like, yeah, jury trials are really a mess because people are supposed to be sequestered not looking at any news information. She was sending my wife links from when this whole thing had occurred years ago. So I don't know. Maybe a better way to get off if there's anything that's ever troubling you as a citizen. But yeah, those jury trials I feel like are such a mess and such a waste of time. Free payday off. Oh, I'm glad that you get paid. Hey, what's up, Windsor? I feel like here, at least with the employers I had over the years, that I never got paid for going. It was supposed to be like day two I would get paid from the jury for serving on the jury, and that was supposed to be like $15 or something like that. And our jury summons are usually on the other side of the county, so it's like whole waste of the day thing. Liam 13 Wise, welcome in, Liam. Sorry guys, I got to rambling and not reading chat. Hey, Jack, welcome in. Great to have you there, Jack. Thank you for the clutch for 30 jewels on the red chat. Sorry if you're asking too many Madden questions. Is it too late to get the Ingram card? You're never asking too many questions. I thought you could only do the Ingram thing with the tokens from watching the streams. Unless they give us a way to make that up, I don't think you can get all the tokens you need. Aiden Oaks, welcome in. I think I missed one of the weeks of drops, so I couldn't get him fully powered up. Like I got him to 92, but then I couldn't. I think it was like I couldn't add the extra. There's like an extra token to add all the theme teams or something like that. So I ended up not even using the card, even though I had it maxed out along the path. There's like one more that I needed for some additional thing. Is either that or like extra AP buckets that were cheap. You need two more tokens to get his card unlocked. Yeah, I wish they would give us a way to do it because that's not like that card's going to break the game if you got it now. Big win for Indiana, huge win, man. They got a shot to go win the Natty. How are you feeling about the next matchup there, Seth, for the Hoosiers? And Tavon Austin breaking through my defense pretty easily. Went to Jacobs, will pull him down. But he's got on shoe clock. He wants this to be the final drive, I think. Can't say I blame him. That's a good way to go about it. Yeah, but how do you feel about that matchup? Do you think you're going to take him down, Seth, or do you think Indiana may be in trouble? Jack, Bud, thanks for all the jewels there. Sent us multiple floating hearts, and he's being the hype man of the red stream. Jack, do you have a 4-day weekend? Or are you getting to enjoy this Friday? He wanted that throw in the middle. He had a receiver out to the side that was wide open. So here we go. Hendricks with a big return. He'll get chased down by Carmichael, but we're in great shape. Indiana blew them out in Oregon earlier this year. Now I always run a fairly wholesome stream, but Automod has gotten more strict. Blew them, triggered Automod there, Cheetah. Calm down, Automod. It was not my settings. It's probably my settings with the platform, but not like I have a trigger for that. The other day was holding up Skyballer a lot. Having a good Friday. How about me? Yeah, it's been so far so good. Starting to check the scale every morning, and I'm gonna slim down here. Got the new health watch and all this stuff. Um, so other than being hungry all the time, I'm doing pretty well. We'll just get the first down, get Tebow out of bounds. Settings too high, might need to tweak them. So I'm on the Lumineers shelf, the Latin Lumineers shelf, and I'm on Indigenous Voices shelf. And to be on those shelves and get the extra little bit of traffic that they send here to me, Dark Specta, I have to have it in shield mode on level 2. So this is just like default. I wonder if the other streamers get held up as much as my community does. Hey, buddy will burn a timeout. Seahawks versus Patriots Super Bowl. I'd love it if we could get Drake May to throw an interception on the one to clinch it. But yeah, who knows? Let's see if Seattle can beat the 49ers first. Do I know when the store is being restocked? Should be at 30 minutes from now. That was poor usering. I didn't trust that my left guard was going to actually stop that play. Oh, my watch is telling me let's get moving. Sure. I'm not streaming or anything. Love it when it tells me that when I'm driving. Of course, Casey. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, the Niners are good, and Shanahan's an excellent coach, despite not winning the big games and stuff. The biggest of games, but yeah, Shanny's a good coach. All right, we're into the end zone. I did score a little early there. Probably should have went down after getting the first down, but in the moment you're not thinking about it. Do you have your stocking stuff and Jerome Baker? Because you're supposed to get one on the Sam Darnold. So as far as I'm aware, CC, there's only one token I was able to accumulate. So I have it on Sam for the 3 Seahawk boost. The Baker card I only have him powered up to like 91 or something. Ooh, 2 hours and $62 hairs. Very nice solo. Miami and Indiana in the championship. Yeah, it was everybody's pick for the Natty. Who do you think wins these semifinal games? Those of you that follow it. Dinner time will be more than that. Give me Indiana and Ole Miss as Cheetah. Oh, that's right. You can get into the sets, but aren't the sets kind of expensive to complete, or are they fairly cheap now? Looking for this Carmichael card. I don't mind if he throws it to him in the flat like that. I just don't want to get scorched over the top on that Carmichael. That's been his main weapon in this game, my opponent. Well, say I don't mind the throw to the flat, but then he had a lot of run after the catch. They're only like 10K a player. Okay, maybe I'll go and power up Baker. Let's see. Oregon and Miami. Miami wins, says Mercer. I believe Miami last won in 2001 is what I was reading yesterday. And I want to say Ole Miss had a half title or a claim to the title back in like 63 or 64, with the other two, Indiana and Oregon, having never won. Drake London will swat it, but there's 1 second left. Mario Cristobal against his old team would be pretty juicy, says I'm the cheetah. So is there any decent bowl games or anything today, guys? I asked earlier in the stream, but stream was just getting going then. Anything worth watching? I'm guessing there's probably some NBA and stuff tonight. We just need to swat that. There's a flag. I hope it's not DPI. Oh, it's DPI. Wow. It was on me. I didn't think I had even bumped into anybody. Looks like he's going with a heavy formation here. It could be a crack play or something, but I think he's trying to sneak in with the push. Well, I'm in the wrong deal. Let me try and burn a timeout. Trying to go offside. It's not letting me do anything here. Yeah, I thought he was in a formation to just sneak, so I'll give him the half yard and get the right defense out. At least try to. And Hendricks gets it. Ball don't lie, apparently. Well, that was winning ugly, but we'll come back and get in there. Quarterback blast would have been a good call, Boski. He had a lot of room in front of him there for a while. Can I show the team? Sure. Who's number 83? I think it was Hendricks had the interception for me there. Oh, we're feasting. We're feasting on his field here. We're banging together the drumsticks. I didn't know we were going to get to enjoy the fruits of our labor like that. Got that going for us. But yeah, I was down early in that game. I was making some mistakes. It was nice to rally back. I saw the guy's speaker going nuts because he must have been talking his trash. Wonder if he's talking now, talking to himself. We got a Season 5 XP token pack. And a random strategy item and a bunch of coins. You just got a Mike Evans for 67k coins. Good going. Is it Mauser? Maxter? I'm not sure how to pronounce it with the X there. I'd love to open these packs. It's just always laggy when you come out of the games. Old Miss has not been in a championship yet, says Seth. Slushy King, thank you for the heart me. Jack, thank you for the clutch, the double clutch. They're in I always call it the red platform. You know which platform it is. All right, let's open up these packs. It's Mauser. Okay. Good to have you there, Mauser. Francis, welcome in. Slushy King, let's go Seahawks. Yes. We're going to Santa Clara. The Silicon Valley. Niners play a long ways from San Francisco. They really should drop the San Francisco moniker on their name. I don't know. Is this worth selling? I think I'll just quick sell it. Usually they're like 12,000 or something. All right, Buddy wanted to see the team. I have 2.1 million coins. I usually never have that many coins. They burn a hole in my metaphorical pocket. But we just are coming off of the Zero Chill stuff, so I had a lot of limiteds I was able to quick sell. I know if you're watching vertically, Bronzilla, you don't see the whole screen. If you want to join the purple chat, same name on the purple platform. We got a lot of the regulars there. Then you can see the entire landscape broadcast. But there's a look at the lineup, and here's the special teams. Presents should be resetting in like 23 minutes AB, as far as I'm aware. I didn't think this thing was a pack, but I guess it's a pack. You got 93 Metcalf, Lockett, Ernest Jones dropping for your team today. I need all of them, man. Love those guys. I don't think I can put this one into the set yet. I think that's for next season. All right, let's play another game. That was a fun game. Of course, they're more fun when you come out on the victory side of it. Don't know if you opened the golden platinum pack, but apparently it was glitched. If it costs money, I didn't open it for sure. Or Madden points, right? I guess Madden points aren't necessarily money because they usually have some at the start of the game with the deluxe version. But yeah, those are long gone. Yes, I think it was Chaotic Monkey posted the graphic in the Discord. Somebody brought it up in chat. It may have been Cheetah that was saying whenever there's a new pope, the Seahawks make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm as ready as I'm going to get, True K. Yeah, I'm a lifelong Seahawks fan. I lived through Stan Gelbaugh and all those guys back in the 90s in the Kingdom. My opponent's in his Super Bowl here, so we're trying to be Super Bowl spoilers in this matchup. But I live in Niners territory, and I would love nothing better than to beat those guys. I would love to beat them in week 1, and we wouldn't be stressing right now. So we'll see what happens. What are the chances? Last I saw, Seattle had 15% equity to the Super Bowl off of one of those projection models. It's all going to hinge on tomorrow's game as far as the chances, though. You bought both. You didn't get either limited for our friend. Yeah, trying to pull those limiteds is tough. Surely you guys are going to dinner on Saturday night. Everybody's wearing jerseys. Would love to see Mike Mack win a Super Bowl over Harbaugh. You really like McDonald that much? He does have a Kappa there, so I think Cheetah would even tolerate another Harbaugh victory. in that scenario. It would be interesting to see them match up. I don't think we play you guys next season though. I don't think you're on the list of opponents. I believe the West is playing the West as far as NFC versus AFC. So we're gonna play Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers. Hey, Chatterhead, no way. How are you, Chatterhead? Thanks for the resub. 51 months. Came up short against them. Good luck to us. Dude, I was with a family at that theme park we go to often, and I was checking the scores on my phone, and I thought you guys had time for a bunch of plays. I know there's been a lot of debate about if they should have ran that hook and lateral play or not, because I know it ate up some of your guys' time. I was definitely rooting for the Bears. Francis and Jared, welcome in, guys. 2 seasons, says the cheetah. We're gonna get a pack candy for Chowder and open it up, see if there's a Drake May rookie in there. Hey, what's up, Skyballer? It's 303 Mile High Gaming, aka Skyballer. So it's going pretty well. It's just kind of got that feeling today of feeling like a holiday 4-day weekend when it's not. I know some of you guys got the day off. Myself working from home and streaming every day kind of feels like a day off. Try to lead it out to Cooper Cup, overlet him, and I guess we'll settle for the field goal unit. Now Skyballer's over here. When do stuffers open? Uh I want to give you a cheeky reply, but I know what you mean. Yeah, it's gonna unlock in like 20 minutes or so. Servers may get bad. What's your name under the camera mean? I think under the camera I have most recent follower, most recent sub. I think you gifted a sub yesterday. I paid for it a sub yesterday, so that's probably what it is. Most recent bits. It may have been bits because I think you said bits yesterday too. And then I think most recent donation is in there. Yeah, you're next to one on one. Skyballer is really good at the game. I don't think I want that. Let's see, Santos 59. How are you, Santos? Thanks for jumping in on the follow train. And I had Zadarius Smith going out to the flat. That play had to score for us pretty much. We didn't, thanks to the guy in the end zone who didn't make his block, which is the unblocked, is the same one who made the tackle inside the 5. Yeah, I refreshed my phone. I saw it was like Bears with 4 seconds, and I was thinking they were going to punch in. And I guess it was the final play where Williams kind of got on the back pedal and tried to throw it into the end zone there. He was close to having enough to get it to that receiver. I was thinking with 4 seconds, you might be able to get a quick throw and get one more play. But in hindsight, in hindsight's great. We're all armchair quarterbacks in these circles. But, in hindsight, I wish they would have ran all their plays and not ran the hook and lateral and risk getting tackled in bounds. Yeah, in the lab, with Skyballer. I'm working on my shell defense in the lab with Skyballer. And Hendricks, I failed to click onto him. That's who I wanted. Got on him late, but not able to get the interception. Trying to play Super Bowl spoiler in this matchup. Vikings looking for their first Super Bowl of all time. It didn't really hurt you guys too much, though, right? You're still Kings of the North. You'll host a game. It did take you out of contention for possibly winning the conference, though, right, Dark Spectre? Dexter's Laboratory come up with chemical reactions for Madden schemes. So from nearly having the pick to this guy scoring a touchdown on me. There was a time the Seahawks and Vikings could have played in the Super Bowl back when the Seahawks were in the AFC, way back when. TikTok friends that are scrolling, you guys control the timer. Please follow, share, and like. Sharing is free. We need that for your page push. Still the division champs. The Packers, the Lions, those teams, they can't take that away from you guys. Mercer's on the share train. Thanks, Mercer. Yep, got the home game coming up. Anybody that you're hoping to draw in that first round, Dark Specta, that you think matches up well for the Bears? I'm assuming you like to avoid the Rams out of the wild card teams and might want to avoid San Francisco or Seattle. Although I think you guys could probably beat San Francisco at home, considering how that game just went. Not really. Packers would be intriguing with it being a divisional game 3 scenario. But of course, division games are always tough. I remember Seahawks getting the Rams many years ago, the year before we went to the Super Bowl, I believe it was. And Matt Hasselbeck was trying to throw it to Bobby Ingram. I think it's 4th and goal into the game and came up short. Mercer's really sharing it. Hey, thanks, Mercer. Can do without them again. Yeah, it's fun to play somebody different. Kind of want to run that double mountain pass down here, but I need to get the down and distance. Oh, I didn't see the defender crashing through. Was just backpedaling, waiting for Jimmy Graham to pop open, and Jimmy was jammed up on the route. Yeah, he came in unevaded to Tebow. So now we got 4th and a mile. Maybe an arm punt here. We'll see. Try to lead that all the way to the end zone. That was all bad. Oh well, we'll down him at the 12. Only thing that was hurt was Tebow's confidence. Hopefully we can defend better. I do not like these Viking whiteout uniforms. Then again, I'm not a big fan of the whiteout uniforms for anybody. I guess the Niners are wearing their rival uniforms on Saturday night, the black jersey tops. So we'll see what those look like in real life. Sometimes they look a little better under the lights in a game situation. Mace came in with a good punch, but he got the first down. Thought we had him a little short of the first down, but I guess he got the forward progress. So yeah, Windsor, what you up to? How was your New Year's Eve, Windsor? We got a new follower. It's AJ. AJ, who's on your profile picture? Is that the Dolphins orange uniforms? The countdown timer is the FOMO timer, the fear of missing out. If you guys don't follow, the timer runs out and we call it a stream. So we need everybody, all hands on deck, following, sharing, liking, all the good stuff. Also, it's a good engagement tool. Got you to chat, so got that going for us, Aiden. Anybody else sick of right-handed Vic already, or not so much? Maybe it's just me for not using him. Smith, number 4 on Ohio. It was okay. Bad weather for New Year's there for Windsor. Colt, welcome to our stream. How are you, Colt? Yeah, weather was kind of bad here. Supposedly it was foggy out in the valley and it was rainy, so I was just hoping people were not drinking and driving or any of that stuff too much. Didn't hear about any terrible wrecks within my area. Let's see. Did presents reset? They should be resetting in 12 minutes. Assuming we get no shenanigans or nonsense today, which is the big assumption considering how servers and games work, but hopefully they'll be smooth. Yeah, he's just extending the plays, kind of getting the defense broken out and then dumping it off. I'm looking to get some blitz action off the side here with one of the DBs and hopefully get home. Cold and rainy for Windsor on New Year's Eve and day. And Mawari not able to force a fumble. That blitz isn't getting home, it's getting picked up. I put Zadarius Smith out there. He's usually pretty fast in the flat. That CJ2K is quick. Buddy is in his Super Bowl. I'm trying to be the spoiler. Probably should have used a timeout after that play. I will on this one. Yeah, he's letting it run down. Let me just use it now. Ready for playoff football is Windsor. Windsor, if you were going to give out the postseason awards, and really anybody that wants to do this with Windsor, if he answers me, who would you give MVP, Coach of the Year, Offense, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, all that stuff? I'd like Jackson Smith to get Offensive Player of the Year, but I don't know if he will. I think there's an argument for Robinson for the Falcons too. Not sure how much the voters will weigh making the playoffs into that equation. MVP, I think Drake May overtook Stafford this past week, like based off the odds. Think Drake May for MVP. Yeah, same here. I've told you guys numerous times I would probably vote for Shanahan if I had a Coach of the Year vote. Cheetah would go for Liam Cohen for Coach of the Year. Yeah, the Jaguars have kind of silently, at least as far as the media attention that I'm seeing, put together a great season. I feel like the 49ers having so many key injuries, they could have just gone off the rails and, won 6 games and nobody would have blinked an eye. Crazy how they went from Brady to May, spoiled franchise, says Windsor. Tried to whip that into Rice behind his user ring, but nearly coughed it up. And Hester can't hang on. It went aggressive catch. So let me try that double mountain pass, just see if we get lucky to pop a touchdown here on the last play. He'll probably be in prevent, but we'll see. I clicked the wrong play. I saw the play art and thought I was on the right one. There it is. I don't really know who should be the rookie of the year on offense or defense, honestly. We got the flag down. I think it's going to be a legal man downfield. So we got Rice and Texas State playing right now, followed by Navy and Cincy, then Wake Forest, Mississippi State on ESPN. Ben Johnson, Coach of the Year, full bias for Dark Specta. There's a guy that's joined the community that I met a few weeks ago. His name's Skyballer, and he's a D1, former D1 quarterback, right? So Skyballer has like no faith at all in Mendoza to be good at the next level. Based off of what I've seen on Mendoza, though, I think he may be decent. But yeah, Skyballer's got he's got all the stats that kind of points to him not being a good NFL quarterback. My suspicion is he's got a good shot to be the first overall selection, though. A lot of outlets have Dante Moore over Mendoza. Says I'm the cheetah. This guy is cool. Hung with him and FUO yesterday. Good dudes. Yeah. Thanks for being the raid celebrator, right? We went in on the raid and I saw that there was a hype train going thanks to Hawkadelic. He doesn't scream elite to Windsor. Joseph, welcome in. How are you, Joseph? Really need to stop here. This guy's got the lead in the ball here in the Super Bowl. And then Couch made it into my Discord server. He seems awesome too, and I know him through Sky. Yeah, the raid mod. But yeah, Hockeydelic's awesome. Always a good guy to see in any of these Madden chats if you run into him. Yeah, I got away with a little DPI and we get a big pick, which gives us a shot. Raiders will ruin in many ways. Pete Carroll's usually good with quarterback development. That's assuming Pete's there for more than another week or more than a season. But I think Pete will put him in positioned to succeed if Carroll gets him. At least that's my thought. Yeah, if Carroll's there for somebody that barely plays bad. Well, I know that you're in Kep streams, and I love Kep too. First time I ever chatted with Kep, he came in on a raid, and one of my moderators had toggled on one of those settings where you couldn't chat without being a follower for like 60 minutes. So he just hung around the whole time, not being able to chat, just to let me know that the setting was wrong. He's always been cool to me, so I'm happy to see him have success, and have good streams and good things going his way. But yeah, yeah, his content's a lot more wild than this stream here is. Thought that was going to open up for me, but he's got me on 4th and 5, so I need to take advantage of this turnover. We'll keep the offense out. Anthuan, welcome in. Hopefully I said your name correctly. And he was right there with Carmichael. I just had to throw it. I felt like the defense was coming in. Hey, Tim Couch. Josh, good to see you. Gonna guess, if nothing else, Tom Brady will stop the Raiders from doing something totally stupid this offseason. Yeah, you would think so. If you guys get the chance, please check out seriousfun.org. They provide children living with serious illnesses a spectacular camp experience in a high quality medical care environment. So, again, it's seriousfun.org if you're not in the purple chat, where you can click onto the link. Oh, no. Try to lead it to Cooper Cup. That's probably the ball game. I think we'll concede the Super Bowl to our opponent here. It's his Super Bowl, it's not mine. Let's see. Tap, like, and share. Think you're banned from the purple chat. If you're dumb enough to get banned from the purple chat, Aaron, you just got yourself banned from the TikTok chat too. Nothing like telling on yourself, Aaron. Guys, if you know Aaron in real life, don't commit a crime with him. He doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut. All right, so Aaron's gone, just like I'm gone from that game. But yeah, why would you admit that? A lot of talk about the Browns potentially firing Stefanski. You really hope we're not stupid enough to do that. Yes, I've seen it. And I was thinking Bengals yesterday when I was wrapping up stream, but Hawkadelic corrected me. I believe you guys are in on McDaniels from Miami if he becomes a free agent head coach. Saw a rumor article on it. Another team with a young quarterback, Titans would be another. Yeah, Titans are in for an interesting offseason. Let me open this deep shot pack. We're going to open a real life pack for Chowderhead. I'll write his name down here in a minute, too. Chowderhead, thanks for all the support, buddy. Thanks for sticking with the streams. Yeah, I think McDaniels may have done just enough to keep his job. They changed the GM, right? I believe Troy Aikman's supposed to be consulting the Dolphins. I saw an ESPN article this morning before I got live. Hey, we got Demario Douglas for a Patriot there. When is the zero chill cards dropping? Should be in 2 minutes, literally. We'll see if it actually works. We got Laya Latu, rising star from the Colts, and DJ Moore was last in the pack. I fit a few Drake May rookies out of here. May be the best card out of that rookie set. Hellerbat, welcome into the chat. Amy Fontaine, how are you, Amy? I don't know if anybody else remembers. You guys that are around my age may remember this. I think it was a season or two after Aikman had retired from the Cowboys. The Dolphins were trying to throw pretty big money at him to come out of retirement and be the quarterback for the franchise. I think right around the time Marino hung it up. So there's some connection there with Aikman and Miami. And Aikman was kind of dumping on him the other day, right? During the Monday night game when they had such a bad effort when Tua got benched the following week. So maybe they like that keeping it real deal, bringing in Troy to be consultant. Trucking, great to see you. How are you trucking? That guy was all over the place with Dion. I'm lucky I didn't throw a pick. So let's see. Yep, Sawyer, no problem. Thanks for hanging out with us, Sawyer. If you guys are TikTok viewing or browsing, yeah, please follow, share, and like the triad of free actions to make the stream go longer. Yeah, he had Newton in Good spot there. Came in unevaded to Walker. We just get a yard. That will lead it to Cooper Cup. And Cup will get us a first down. Carroll needs to get his coordinators right. His culture building is still there, but his philosophies are outdated. Love the man. He needs to relinquish some of that. Put it mostly on Ross, yes. The GM Greer was there like 15 years. He was awful. Hard to blame the coaches in Miami. Plus, Ross, the owner, is trash. We're getting a breakdown on the Dolphins from some of the buddies on their purple side. They should be dropping in literally a second or two, Mercer. Good luck to you guys that start ripping before I do. I guess I should go and see what I can do here on stream after this game is done. Kenneth Walker out to the flat. There's that Randy Moss card will chase me down. So yeah, trekking last night. I thought about you, and I went to your X profile just to see if the death poll was up. I did see last year you didn't put it up to like the fourth, so Truckin's probably going through his scouting report for 2026. I actually thought Chip could be good. You know, maybe I was in the minority on it, but Chip did such a good job just being the coordinator for Ohio State last year. I thought only doing coordinating at the NFL level might work out for him because I feel like his other NFL gigs have always been head coaching gigs. So I actually thought like, hey, that's kind of progressive from Pete getting somebody in that doesn't want to just run the football so much because we all know how much Pete likes to have the commitment to the run. But yeah, it didn't work out at all. I will say it was a good correction to move on from him though. Do the packs refresh? The snow store will refresh and you can go rip more of the stockings and stuff. Joker, how are you, buddy? They should be refreshing, guys. I'm in game, so obviously I can't see if they're refreshed yet. Chips an a-hole. That can work in college. The NFL doesn't work. Life sucks. I hate to hear that to start the new year, Joker. I know you're going through a lot with real life too. Let's see. We got Peyton and HD have both followed over on TikTok chat. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I kind of feel like Chip Kelly will probably just settle in, be an offensive coordinator. You know, maybe he goes back to Ohio State or something, um, with one of the top colleges, and yeah, just probably not be involved in the pro game anymore. It is what it. Yeah, sometimes situations are just kind of bleak. Hopefully, you get some good news coming your way, Joker, soon. And welcome back to the chat, Skyballer. All right, packs have refreshed. I got confirmation. Let me know what you guys are pulling on your packs if you want to share. Tebow's pretty open. He's gonna playmaker out the big fella. And I thought that made sell on him, but Parham able to get it. I never got one of those 10-0 runs to get that Parham card. Gonna probably need a spy on Tebow. News so far is not good. Then of course you look up the stats, it makes it even worse. It's tough not to look stuff up when you're going through anything medically or if a loved one's going through something medically. I try not to. My father-in-law had bypass surgery last year, and I kept trying to keep my wife away from looking up all the stats because you know it can freak you out knowing the breakdown, and some of the information can be misinformation. I know if you're getting it from like Mayo Clinic or something, it's probably going to be legit, but like those AI summaries and things can be nonsense, unfortunately, and that can cause more stress than the stress you already had. Hate to see what you guys are working with. Don't know if this is new. Steven Hutchinson, 94 limited. Yeah, the Hutchinson I think has been in the game for about a week. I want to say he was over 1 million coins, so I didn't look at buying the Hutchinson yet. Oh no, no problem, Skyballer. Thanks for hanging out with us at work. For some reason, I thought you may have had the day off today. Yeah, I'm glad we got to see it all. And he will go spinning into the end zone. So Hutchinson, he's 1.1 million. Yeah, that's a lot to plunk down on a single card for me. I guess if I had, you know, double digit millions in coins, I probably would just grab them up. But I've held off on Galloway, Barner, and Hutchinson so far. And then the limited Metcalf defensive back card is like 4 million coins or some nonsense. So I haven't even considered buying that one. Medical stuff can be hard to deal with. Yep, 1,000%. You feel like the insurance companies are the issues. Since your strokes, the main stress has been battling with them. Hard to stay positive with those clowns roadblocking the things you need. So you just make jokes. Yeah, it's a mess. The whole system in our country. Then I see like other nations seemingly have stuff solved a whole lot better for their citizens. But yeah, you get sick, it shouldn't wipe out your entire life savings and put you at risk of not having a roof over your head because you're fighting to stay healthy and stay alive. Noise you so much, they're moving so slow. Yeah, that's another thing too. Is getting stuff scheduled, getting the treatments going, getting through the doctors. And you want to advocate for yourself or for a loved one. But if you are too aggressive with the staff, then they may want to put you on the back burner too. Because this guy's on hinge when he calls in. And sometimes there are limitations. It's just a policy in place, and they work for Kaiser Permanente or whoever they work for, and they actually don't have an influence over it. It's just some gal answering the phone. Let's see. How to drill the last 30 deep peers today. You'll be off soon, and Monday or on Madden by 3-4 p.m. your time. Oh, that was a bad decision. I thought I could float it over the top into that pocket, but it was Hendricks there. I was just basing it off of that Cam Newton card. He keeps crashing down. Caleb, welcome in. Thanks for following, Caleb. Knows you so much that they're moving so slow. You pay massive amounts for insurance. Never used it for a decade. Yeah, they don't care about it, right? Yeah, all that money that was paid in for years. Yeah, it doesn't matter now. Let's see. They already confirmed it's cancer, liver and lungs. Been waiting on biopsy results. Should have it done by Monday at the latest. Oh wow, I used her well for a change. All right, so Mad Buki picks it up. Yeah, got Tebow out on the edge and we blasted him. But yeah, I gotta just co-sign what Hakadelic's saying. For your own peace of mind, as best you can, stay positive because yeah, some of the stuff there's just not much you can do about it. But um, you got all the other loved ones to keep your head up and keep moving along for the kids and everybody in the family. Shoot, I thought Cooper Cup was going to get open. Defense is just slamming me here off that takeover. Those things should not go so slow as far as treatment options go. Yeah, you got something serious going on. Let's get after it, right? Like right away with radiation, chemotherapy, surgeries, whatever needs to be done. To move to the lungs and liver, it means it's stage 4. Uterine, hopefully I'm reading that right, which has around 20% 5-year success rate. Hard to stay positive. No, I understand. Couldn't imagine being in your shoes and the gravity and the weight that's on your shoulders. The more they weigh, the more they can move it. We're in the same play. Don't know that I should. That's going to work out. We get Jimmy Graham coming across the edge. So 4th and 2 converts to the end zone. Some big plays there, right? We got the hit stick fumble recovery, and then Jimmy converts there. TikTok buddies, we are multi-streaming and chatting with everybody across all the platforms. If you're browsing in, jump on in and talk sports with us. right, so Bobby will kick it away. We got I think it's Mathiaging Paul. I'm just gonna call you Paul because I'm botching your first name. Paul, how's your day going? Is that you on the profile picture? Looks like Paul's playing some sports there. So he's got the helmet on. And we'll chase down Jacobs for a 4-yard gain. That is Trace McSorley. Oh, good one on Trace McSorley. Is Trace your favorite athlete, or you just like the profile picture? I probably should refresh my logo. I haven't changed up my logo in a long time. Ravens legend Trace McSorley. Yeah, I saw that was wide open. I was hoping he wasn't going to recognize it. Dang it. So, Ocho Cinco gets in through my zone coverage. He's one of your favorite players who went to Penn State for Paul. Right on, Paul. I better stay cover 3 or cover 4 so I don't leave him that open again. Turn this guy's got some streaks going. Played exactly 1 snap, says Sheeta. Mercer's back on the share train. Thanks, Mercer. Legendary Mercer. He sniped me the other day. We played online head to head. We need everybody to be on that Mercer train. Get on Mercer's level. All right, we got 59 seconds and 3 touchdowns. Torres ACL, the 1 snap he did play. Yeah, I was trying to talk myself into throwing that to Devin Hester, but don't think it would have went well. Hey, what's up, JR? Paul, I had both of the college games. The infamous Lamar poop game. I don't think I know the lore on that one. May have to dive down the rabbit hole of the poop game. I know about Paul Pierce's game. The Browns fans in here would know. Can I play it after this game? No, I'm not looking for a programming director. Appreciate you enjoying the stream, but yeah, we're gonna play what we're gonna play. Unless JR says to play marbles or something, then we gotta listen to JR. I've heard of the fumble too, says JR. Yep, Josh knows about it. The Browns fan knows. Jimmy can't hang on. I was trying to go run after the catch, probably a mistake in hindsight. Vernon Davis dropped the deuce when Cam got him. Browns fan says trucking. Mercer's been followed for a while. Yeah, Mercer's a legend. Or maybe he just followed JR. Maybe misunderstanding. Wouldn't be my first time misunderstanding. Boy, we turned nothing into something on that deal. So I thought Paul Pierce had an accident, a little diarrhea accident or something like that. That's why they put him in the wheelchair so they wouldn't see the streak on the white shorts. But maybe he just had to go and fake the injury. But that was my understanding, was that he did soil himself to keep it somewhat family friendly. Josh 20, welcome in, Josh. Long story short, he had the cramps, left the game, McSorley played 1 snap towards ACL. Lamar came back in, threw a 45-yard touchdown pass to Hollywood Brown. Of course, it was to Brown to win the game. And I thought it was open there for Tebow. Now I gotta consider not getting tackled in bounds. Was that Steve Largent? I don't think Largent's in Mutt yet. Hopefully, we get an Ultimate Legend Largent or something like that soon. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that about offensive linemen. Try to lead it out to Hester. I'm lucky that's incomplete. Let's see. Excuse me, Cheetah says, now that you think about it, the Ravens have had some crazy things happen in Cleveland. Sheriff has talked about it. 2.2K likes. Mercer's all over the like train. Indiana steamrolled Bama, says Dak the Grass Man. They did. They had a great game for the Hoosiers. And I tried to throw that away. Now I got to see if I can get back to get this playoff. I looked at Rice on the hot route, and then I looked at Hester. I don't think we're going to get the snap away. I'm trying, though. Nope, darn it. That's right. I remember DK being on the cart. Yep, we were all collectively holding our breath. Saw somebody said this season they have toilets on the sidelines for players to surprise poop, says Josh. That could be a reason for the blue tent sometimes, too, right? Just give them some privacy. The kick six, Mark Andrews, fake tush push. Seahawks battle for this, the one seed is what, 31 hours away or so. Sure, my stress level will go up some. Using the Home Depot bucket in the blue tent. Yep. You gotta go, you gotta go. So jacked for that game. We win. Playoff tickets are lined up for Hawkadelic for the playoff run. Don't have a bathroom. He's got a blue tent outside for solo. Yeah, I got another hit stick on T-Bow. I was hoping for another fumble. Did I go to any games this year? No, I'm in California, Dak. Went to a bunch of A's games this year, but not the Seahawks. I guess I could go to this game in Santa Clara, but I don't really want to watch it with 60,000 49er fans. I might tell them to warm up the bacon grease and get myself in some physical trouble. Hockey Dog says he's invited me to games. I'm afraid to fly. I plan to take the road trip up there one of these days and really enjoy the Pacific coast on my way up. Got to stop in Southern Oregon and see my sister too. Yeah, no, I definitely plan to go up there. We talked about maybe doing Disney this year, but the youngest is still kind of a handful on long rides, so maybe like one more year for Disney, and maybe start telling the family, yeah, we need to go see a Seahawks game in person. 4, 6, and 9 are the respective ages. Let's see. Buy the extra large stockings at Seahawks. You remember going to a Philly game as a Mariner fan? Of one of maybe 100 Mariner fans, it was miserable, says Dak. I can't imagine Philly fans are super welcoming to opposing fans. Yeah, I bet it is expensive. Yeah, I've looked at the tickets, and just like getting in the door tickets are usually pretty pricey. May have to wait for the next rebuild when there's less interest. Oh, he's got a wide open route. I went over to cover the motion man. It's a good drive for my opponent. So John Flaherty, thanks for being here. Thanks for the share. How is your New Year's Day 2 treating you so far, John? All right, need to lock in, score a touchdown, maybe go for two if we score it late. Just try to walk this guy off. How about the Seahawks play the Warriors? I'd be up for that. Hockadelk, he's never given up season tickets again. How is the waitlist, Hawkadelic? Are you dialed into that? Because I've heard, just reading the Seahawks media and forums and stuff over the years, that the waitlist used to be like 2 or 3 years or something just before you might come up on it. I guess I'm gonna have to cross the bridge when I get there, Josh, on that deal. But they're in Sacramento at least for 2 more years, so probably see how I feel in a couple years if the stadium doesn't get stalled out. They're still 1.1 billion short of funding, as far as I'm aware. They are using some of the money though that they've been allocated to get the structure in place. I wish the Sonics would come back to Seattle. I mean, I'm neutral on it because I'm not a Sonics fan, but um, sure, yeah, they never probably should have been moved in the first place. Can somebody buy your Carmichael, Mercer? No, I don't have the coins for buying him. I don't want him. I had him and I sold him. I'm theme team in Mercer, but maybe somebody else will buy him. You went and saw the Orioles at Angel Stadium last year. People you sat next to were surprised that Orioles had fans. Maybe because the tickets are cheap, but every A's game I go to, I always see opposing fans. But he handles all that. Got a group of you guys, and you guys just give him the cash. Yeah, O's are making some moves for sure. I feel like they had a pretty good offseason. Sometimes Sheeta's wondering the same thing. Oh, I threw that too early. Like I didn't get picked off. I thought it was one of those deals where the zone defender was going to stop and Graham was just going to go by, and that I'd have the pocket, the window, excuse me, opening up. But yeah, the window almost slammed shut on my hopes there. Yeah, nothing looks particularly open. Try to scramble back up. Should have just thrown it away. Hey, what's happening, Z? Welcome back to the stream. I was winding up for a deep shot to Walker, so I better punt and see if I can get a defensive stop. Cubs have done nothing of significance. I wonder if the Cubs will bring back Tucker or maybe bring Bellinger back from a couple years ago. Seems like they could use an extra lefty bat in that lineup. So let's see, King Kane. Welcome in, King. Thank you for jumping on the follow. They may, if they'll take a 2 or 3 year deal. Steve Andrew, how are you, Steve? Good morning. I think it's like 5 a.m. where Steve is at. Still morning time for me here too. Coming up on 11. Gonna check out the stockings and see what we can get with our snow here in a minute. Cubs' biggest money contract is still Jason Hayward. I wouldn't have guessed that one, Hawkadelic. Mercer again, thanks for the shares. Off work in an hour. Skyballer can't wait to get home and fire up some Madden. Think he's going to chew clock, which is fine, but could have turned on chew clock. So just sitting here. Pete Alonso isn't even your highest paid first baseman. And he's able to get the throwaway. So we got that going. I just had a hunch, Skyballer. Mercer, again, thanks for all the shares, buddy. We had 10 Mercers in the chat to share nonstop. Stream would pop off. Although it's been a pretty good TikTok session considering it's not a holiday or anything. The brisket mash. That sounds good. Yeah, he's helping me by stopping the clock. At least we have a shot. Why are all the 85s going for 50K? Says Sawyer. I don't know. I haven't looked at the marketplace, Sawyer, to be honest with you. I pushed down on right stick, but that defender held on to the receiver, and he's able to get the scramble. Off topic, New York Eve, New Year's Eve. Josh was at a friend's place. They have a steep yard. Probably to say he's going to snap it. I'll read the rest here momentarily. Oh, he got a wide open receiver. Dang it. Was in man coverage. I don't know how Diggs got that far off. Let's see. Chasing your dog with a sparkler. You wiped out, broke your pinky toe. Real nice sliding into the fence to start black. That sounds terrible, Josh. How's your pain level? Couch will be there 16th through the 20th. You guys are going to do double streams. Oh, that's cool. You know you know about stream together, right, Skyballer? Like you guys can co-stream and you'll have like a shared audience and shared chat on this platform at least. I think there's something similar on TikTok too. No, I'm gonna need a lot to go my way now down multiple scores. Do I smell good? What cologne do I wear? You should ask your mom, G Money, if I smell good. Usually I smell like bacon grease when I'm done with visiting her. But yeah, G Money, how's your day going? I'm enjoying your profile picture, seeing Ben Franklin with the sunglasses. Better than hurting the big toe. It's not that bad, really. It's like having heavy soreness. Gonna wear the safety vest and the hard hat at Skyballer. All right, we got to go into a huddle. I like to save my 3 timeouts, but we're uh, we're drawing slim here. Trying to play Meg or anybody. Nothing good happened. Mays gets it on the pop up. All right, good game to the Ravens guy. Cheetah snipe me with Madden. I have my moments of being funny, Skyballer. Like my intention isn't to jump on and just tell jokes the whole time, but yeah, if the kids tee me up for a spike, then we have to go for it. Let me look at the auction house. I know Skyballer told me to save my snow, but yeah, streams are for fun, so let's see what we can get. I wouldn't give Kenneth Walker a huge contract. Charbonnet seems to run better in Kubiak's system. We could just get a change of pace guy, if we don't already have it on the roster in McIntosh or one of those guys. We could probably just draft somebody fifth, sixth round. Apparently, we never age out of your mom jokes, says Josh. You're gonna spend mine, even though you told me to save it. I don't even have that much snow. I think the whole thing though on re-rolling probably isn't gonna work, right? Because these are not gifts that are sealed. These gifts are going to open as soon as we hit them. I'm going to go get a couple mystery stockings. Probably play one more game, and then you really need to make some videos for the weekend. Haven't been on it with the TikToks and Instagram reels and that stuff. So let's go to the store. Should have refreshed. Take a look at my GG later. Oh, kick me out. Let's see. When I get time, mod chat in my Discord. We'll make time. I'm navigating right now. Oh, trucking. That's a good one. You mind if I share it with Purple Chat, trucking? Servers are bad right now. Yep. Stream may be over here, guys. All right, this is from trucking. This is the best one he's heard all week. So I'm trying to enter, just in case anybody's wondering why are we looking at this eagle soaring around and the Chargers and what have you. Let me stretch since we're waiting. Oh, hey, I'm wearing an Underdog shirt, guys. If you didn't know, yeah, they sponsor the streams. Use creator code DYF for Underdog. Close app and go back in. All right, Mercer. Let's try it. Let's see. Purple Umbrella. Thanks for following Purple. They have a purple umbrella emoji as their display name. Are you a fan of Prince by chance? Purple Rain. Yeah. We'll see. Hey, there's a backwards hurdle. Haven't seen that play before. So yeah, I'm just trying to get into the game, guys. Probably should have just played another season's game and got stomped again. But yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. That'll be stolen and used 100%. Well, that one, I stole it from Truckin. As far as the joke in chat, that was Truckin's show. He dropped it in the mod section of the Discord server. Yeah, I think we're cooked on the servers, guys. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Can I interest you in MLB The Show? No, nobody wants that. Early January. Might use it at lunch if you see a Niners fan for Akadelic. Looks like it's doing something here. My coins are still there, so that's a good sign. Oh, here's a welcome pack. All right, trying to open it. Let's see, snowplow program and right tackle George Kittle. So apparently we can use our snow on this Kittle card. Real talk here, hate the Niners, but it's so peak. We play with a lot on the line. Yeah, I'm going to feel incredibly good Saturday night or incredibly the other way. If you listen to I don't know, some Marty Robbins or George Strait or something, drown in my sorrows if Seattle's going to be going on the wild card path. Not much out of that pack. All right, I'm still trying to go to the snow store here. It is not moving, although I actually didn't need to move off of it. But you know when you don't have control over the interface, it feels kind of like, man, what's going on? All right, so mystery stocking, last chance. You can do 25 of them. I don't think I can quick sell these and roll them though. You like the hate. Even Kittle gave the Seahawks credit. Seattle is his favorite road stadium. Love the passion and hate. Kittle's hard not to like. Frozen fright present. Definitely not what we wanted to see. All right, so we're gonna get pinning, which is an L. He's your favorite non-Seahawk. I probably could have clicked triangle there. Maybe could have sold that for snow. I don't know. Let me see on this one. Okay, mystery stocking. But I think it forces you to open it, right? So if I want to quick sell, okay, yeah, I can no longer quick sell. So into the small stocking we go, and then it kicked us out. Oh yeah, love these guys, but come on, it's a Friday afternoon. Servers should work. If it was New Year's Day, like okay, everybody's off. I know some of you guys are back to work, like Skyballers watching at work. Not everybody's logged in right now. It's not letting me move through this thing, so I'll try closing one more time. Yeah, we need some new hamsters. Those 2025 hamsters are expired. Yeah, they're still hungover. You do have your PlayStation Portable. The servers are shot, so you packed it up. Look at Skyballer bringing his portable with him. Just play another game, says Mercer. Calm down, Mercer. Mercer, is that you in the profile picture? Because you look awfully young. I noticed that the other day. I saw that you had liked one of the videos. Like, oh, I kind of feel bad for our matchup the other day. No, you're all good, Mercer. I'm glad that you're watching. What's my PlayStation name? Play you, Speedy. Did you even subscribe to the stream over there on the red platform? Yeah, new content drop. Yeah, we don't have time for all this. Paw 6_78. How's it going, Paw? Like that you got 6-7 in your name. You're playing Madden 26 right now. What are you playing, buddy? You playing franchise, Superstar KO? You playing Mutt? Tell us more, Paul. A dog walked into a bar, told the barkeep as he held up his paw in a cast. He said, "All I want to know is who shot my paw." Sorry, paw. It was kind of a bad joke, and I don't think I set it up right. Anyways, there's some joke about that from way back. On open pack, let's go back in here. Elite Tinsel is what I got. Don't remember if that was a good one or not. It's the wide receiver Flacco. Do we quick sell him and roll more snow? Yeah, why not? I got plenty of coins. Cheetah's goat. Let's see, you're playing quick play. This guy told me to make the call, direct reports. Okay, back to the mystery packs. You have the portal for solo challenges and the market stuff, and your Verizon hotspot. Good things come in small packages. Well, the servers don't come in good packages. May not get to play another game, guys. This is going to take a while to get through the snow. Only have like 3 packs worth too. Sorry, Automod held that up. Oh yeah, the F word isn't allowed though, Skyballer. Yeah, Automod was correct for a change. This is the wholesome stream, Skyballer. Okay, so here we go. I'll edit it. Let's see. So my brother told me a good one before his wedding. You have to say the answer in a Hispanic accent. I'm not going to say it because TikTok's listening, but I read it. Hope everybody else did too. All right, so I'm getting destroyed by the servers. John Madden's ghost is blocking me here. He's pancaking me from getting in and opening these packs. Rolling the snow. No, it's okay. Yeah, just TikTok's really strict. I could definitely see getting a ban on TikTok for that if it happened to be listening. Let's see. Just called the cops on me. My videos are so good, dude. Flattery will get you everywhere. Adrian Peterson comes out, shut the job site down, 3-hour launch. That's why you never approve things as a mod. You would just have auto approved. Yeah, there could be some excitement here pulling some limiteds or something, but yeah. May take us an hour just to keep loading in. he doesn't mean Nintendo Switch, Skyballer. Hockey thinking about buying a Nintendo Switch for the train commutes. I love the Switch too. We've had a lot of fun with it as a family so far, and the handheld thing was great for MLB The Show. Although the version I had was for the previous Switch, but it ran both of them. Yeah, I think it's well worth the money. Personally, it's a little bit less of a serious console, like compared to playing on PlayStation or Xbox, but yeah, it's nice. And all the Nintendo, exclusive games are really fun, like Mario Maker and things like that. I think it would be great for commuting if you're on the train a lot. So you modded it, downloaded the Nintendo update, got yourself Nintendo banned. Oh no, I'm sorry. You hear that, Josh? Yeah, I know the previous Switch, the first Switch was like super easy to hack into, allegedly. Now for only 220 snow, I think I want to sell this card. Not sure why he's going for so much. All right, so I still have 1500 snow. Let me go and try to roll these mystery stockings, guys. Wanted to go through all 25 of them for you if I had some pack luck. Yeah, that Peterson card would be great for Seahawk theme teamers. He was a Seahawk for a couple games there at the end of his career. Should have sold the OG Switch before they announced Switch 2. Your Switch is essentially a paperweight. I told my son I would put it in his room for him. He's like, "No, it's okay, Dad." The original Switch. He does have a little. He has one of those game stick console things. Yeah, AP limited is right there in the menu. I'll try to go show him here in a minute if the servers will play nice with me, Hakadelic. Yeah, it seems like a lot of them are hitting the limited cards more than ever this year. Turkey present. Gobble gobble. Let's see what we get. Didn't get the stitching on the right hand side, so not great, but Patrick Jones worth some coins. You just bought AYN Odin, though, handheld console that can run all the emulators for Josh. All right, so we get a medium stocking. It'd be nice to get a player that quick sells for snow here. And we got a medium present out of the medium stocking. It's going to be a legend, so that will not sell for snow. It's Pac-Man Jones. I'm not sure if I should go and buy snow and roll it or not. There's probably everybody doing the same thing, so likely not the best time to do that. Let me look through my binder and see if I have anything to quick sell. I don't think I do, guys, but possibly. Yeah, I went into my lineup, not my binder. Smart. Yes, let's see. Yeah, I think I have most of my resources sold in coins currently. So it wasn't really bad. Like, got some stuff that has some value to it that we listed up there. Don't know if I want to power up that kill card, but probably should. He's probably gonna be worth the effort. Somebody said there was a Metcalf and a Tyler Lockett coming in here, so let me go see if we can check them out. What packs should you buy? You have 25k snow. I was trying to roll through all the mystery pack Sawyer. That was the move on the previous releases. I'm not sure if it's as advantageous now because you can no longer quick sell for snow. But yeah, over here in the snow store, the other day I went through all of these. And I ended up actually doing all of them when I was in Skyballer's chat one day. Ended up with a handful of limited, so it was definitely profitable for my lineup. So there's Adrian Peterson. He's zero chill LTD. He's in packs until the 9th. And I want to go to the auction hub, see if there's any other Seahawk themed team guys that dropped or what they look like. But somebody said like Metcalf and Lockett were coming. They may be in different uniforms too. Let's just check, see if anything's fresh on the auction house here. Still need to get that Galloway, but I don't want to pay all the coins for him. I was hoping he would drop a little bit in value. The 93, we see him for 600k. Ravens MVP DK Metcalf. That may be true. We're going to find out. You don't have to worry about game planning for him this week. What am I doing here? There we go. 94, 95. So the Barnyard is still out there for Seahawk fans. Witherspoon is rare and very pricey. Yeah, just so many of the cards are limited. Kind of puts me in mind of MLB The Show with the chase packs, but maybe even harder through Madden to get all the cards for your team. Let me line up a raid since the servers are kind of garbage right now, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow there is MASL, so I will stream on YouTube the indoor soccer. That'll be like midway through that Seahawk Niner game, so probably won't be on camera much. But yeah, we got the Strikers versus San Diego Shockers tomorrow, and then Thursday I have Ohio Valley Wrestling. So it's going to be, yeah, Thursdays we got wrestling lined up there. So every Thursday should be on for the wrestling action. Let me see who's on to raid. C. Gennaro's been posting a lot of TikToks. Really nice dude. Former military. I think he was former Army branch veteran. Cool guy. I've known him through the years, but he's been posting a lot of TikToks, getting into shape. So here we go. Yeah. It's weird for me, Skyballer, and I usually try not to have anybody suggest raids just because, if you don't do what they ask, people might get out of shape or they may leave to that stream instead of going where you raid to. With him, he stopped interacting with me as much, our mutual buddy there. So I don't want to say anything negative about him, but I feel like he got a little bit of success, and yeah, I just don't see any more likes on my tweets and stuff anymore like I used to see last year. But we had a mutual that kind of used to tag us all the time together too. So I don't know if he still cares about hanging out with Donnell Freak, and he's never been in here as far as to support my content or ask me how I'm doing. So I usually don't rate him. But anyways, we'll go to see Gennaro, and hopefully you guys will enjoy his stream. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Everybody be safe, be well, and we'll see you tomorrow morning to be on for Madden. Is what I was boiling down to, as far as, yeah, there'll be a soccer stream, but we should be on for the gaming as well. All right, take care, guys. We'll see you soon.